Welcome into Live in the Bay, and thank you for spending your afternoon with us. I'm Jessica Wills. Today we have a very special show. We have so much new KRON4 Plus programming. We thought it would be fun to highlight all of the original content we are streaming on our KRON4 Plus app. But first, have you downloaded the KRON4 Plus app yet? It's your go-to for local stories, exclusive shows, and top headlines anytime. You can even catch every interview from Live in the Bay right there on the app, but also all of our exclusive programming, which we are going to dive into today. And the best part, it's completely free. Just search KRON4 Plus on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and select Samsung Smart TVs to start watching today. So let's jump right into it. We all know that feeling when you unexpectedly meet someone who's done something wildly unique and you just have to know more. Our KRON4 Plus show 15 with Justine, hosted by our KRON4 anchor, Justine Waldman, celebrates everyday Bay Area individuals with extraordinary stories, talents, and life paths. But there's a catch. Justine doesn't know anything about them before she meets them for the first time. Here's a clip of 15 with Justine.
That's the drum. I'm speechless. What is going on? Hi, what's your name and what do you do and what are you wearing?
I'm the Bay Area Bushman. I'm a content creator, street performer, and yeah, this is the suit that I perform in. I'm out here trying to bring smiles and joy and laughter to people.
What's your name and what do you do and what are you wearing?
I'm the Bay Area Bushman. I'm a content creator, street performer, and yeah, this is the suit that I perform in. I'm out here trying to bring smiles and joy and laughter to people.
Oh my gosh, you knew you were going to get me with that.
Here.
You knew it. Oh, totally different look.
Yeah,
so what
I'm
is it that you're What are you wearing? What is it that you're wearing?
It's a ghillie suit. It's a ghillie suit.
And that's so you can like blend in with what?
Exactly. Camouflage in, and I'm not even blending in out there. I'm just like on the sidewalk really, but people don't notice it. You're not expecting the bush to just be jumping out at you, so.
No kidding.
Yeah.
How many times have you gotten hit? Be honest.
It's happened a handful of times. I'll say like somebody being like kind of upset as a reaction type thing, a couple times, but like actually like hit maybe like once, maybe twice,
Okay, at least there's like an attempt, They're like, they realize it's a joke.
Yeah, sometimes it's within their reaction, and sometimes people are mad. They might, a couple seconds might go by, but hey, it's all fair. That's what you don't know what to expect. It's unpredictable, and it's San Francisco. So for those that aren't familiar, there was like an original Bushman there in the '90s, and they had started in the late '80s even, and then like early 2000s, he passed away, and then it kind of became a content creating thing online. There we go. Years later, and a few years ago, like my dad sent me a video and I was like, wow, like they're doing this as like content now. So I'm like, hey, I got to bring this back to San Francisco, back to the Bay where it started,
Everything is content. So the video we're looking at now, that's the original guy. He's not wearing the ghillie suit. He's just got like some bushes he's holding.
Right. That was back in the day,
Back in the day.
Yeah,
I mean,
so.
You do a much better job hiding.
Hey, if you say that, I mean, I'm just taking advantage of the supplies that we have now, you know what I mean?
Okay, when you're out there in the suit and you're going to like these kind of big tourist spots, can you tell, like, how do you know who you want to get? Like, you can see out, and are you like, now you kind of know which people like will give you the best reaction, or is it random? You kind of probably have to like space it out.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a little strategy with it. Like, I'm definitely like, peeping like people watching and kind of just picking up on body language. Like if they're already laughing, I can see they're having a good time. It's definitely like more likely you'll get a funny reaction out of them as opposed to somebody just kind of just walking by, blank face type of thing. Just as far as the motivation to start it, it just seemed like a fun thing. Like Like I just loved it as a kid. So it's like I saw it like getting popular in other parts of the world. Like this is a thing that is like, it's like people are doing this in different countries now, different states. And I'm just like, we need some representation that this is where it started. You know what I mean? Because we've been on this since we were kids. Like anybody that grew up in the Bay Area or just like California in general, you know, you come down to Fisherman's Wharf, you know, San Francisco as a tourist, you probably know about the Bushman. So
Watch
yeah, I'm just bringing it back, continuing the tradition. You know what I mean? San Francisco is like the home. It's like the base for it. Like San Francisco, one of the street performing capitals of the world. You know, it's got the history there, and I feel like it just works best with like a tourist crowd. You're already on vacation. You're having fun. You're happy. It's the different reactions. I feel like when you know you're scaring people and they're just trying to do everyday life things. They're trying to go to the store, trying to go to a shop. I feel like, you know, it's not taking the same, you know? So.
Yeah, like if you like post it up outside of like Salesforce Tower or something.
Yeah, just
people trying to like get to a meeting or catch a BART or something, it might be,
you know
the reaction might be a little different.
Yeah.
The point isn't to like freak people out, it's to make them smile and laugh, and that probably makes you feel real good.
Right, I feel like everybody needs a little bit of that, but they don't know they need it. You know, it's like a roller coaster experience, you know, and it lasts real quick. It lasts a split second, and you realize it's all over, and it's like your adrenaline's pumping. You have a new appreciation for life. You feeling good, you know. So I think it's like a roller coaster, like going on a roller coaster or something. Involuntarily, though.
I just was like, do I need to look around and see if there's like any plants or anything in here in our studio that maybe they're trying to like get me, but I think we're okay. I was like, is that actually a tree? We're good.
Yeah. There's a lot that goes into just getting a good, like, you know, reaction too. You know what I mean? It's yeah, just like the time of day, like the noise level. If it's like noisy in the area, then it's not really good because people don't really, you're not really surprised by it as much.
You've learned lots of little tricks of like how to get people like.
No, for sure.
Yeah. On social media, you're Bay Area Bushman, at Bay Area Bushman. That's on all the fun things.
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube.
You made me laugh, Corey. That is for sure. And now I can say I know the Bushman.
There you go.
Just one of the many interesting and fun individuals that Justine gets to talk to. And all 15 of the original KRON4 Plus show, 15 with Justine episodes, are streaming right now. To watch, just download the free smart TV app KRON4 Plus on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and select Samsung smart TVs. Still to come here on Live in the Bay, a KRON4 classic makes its long-awaited return. Stanley Roberts is back, calling out bad behavior across the Bay Area. I catch up with him, and later in the show, the series following the Bay Area woman who is rewriting the dating playbook. We check in with KRON4 Plus series Mary Lisa and hear directly from her on how billboards and thousands of applications are shaping her search for love. Stay with us, Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. After nearly a decade off the air, a KRON4 classic is back. People Behaving Badly has returned along with legendary reporter Stanley Roberts, once again calling out rule breakers across the Bay Area. Stanley joined me to chat about this return, and we're getting a preview of a few of his newest segments. Take a look.
The original concept, and still is the same concept, is to go out and show the things that actually lower our quality of life. And the things they go, I can't believe this person just cut me off. And you wish there was someone who could verify what you believe to be wrong. And so what I do is I go out and I look at stuff as it happens. And it's nothing staged. It's all like, I catch it as it happens. And sometimes I'm with the police, sometimes I'm by myself. It all depends on where I go and what I do. But it's basically a snapshot, a mirror on society.
And this is a show that you have done in the past and was very successful. You took a little break. How does it feel to you to be back now doing this?
Much love from the public. I mean, I was really surprised at the amount of people that came forward and people who I haven't talked to in years. And all of a sudden they were calling my phone.
Well, it's good to have you back. We're going to check out two of your segments. The first one, Delivery Drivers Gone Wild. What's this one about?
So this one is actually about, when I first got here, I noticed that these motorcycles that were delivering food were just all over the place. They were cutting, weaving in and out, dipping and diving in traffic, making illegal U-turns, driving on the sidewalk. One day they're pedestrian, one moment they're pedestrian, one minute they're a motorcycle, the next minute they're driving down the sidewalk. I'm like, that's not right. And so I wanted to look at it closer, and I was like, holy crap, this is really out of control right now. And I'm all for gig workers, but you got to do it safely.
Yeah, anyone driving around San Francisco, we've seen the drivers. Okay,
we've seen them.
That's the first one. And the next one is drivers caught making illegal left turns.
So this was an accidental story, and I say that because I was actually looking at something different. But then I heard this, the familiar sound of a, which is a police car pulling somebody over, turned out to be a motorcycle. And so I walked down about a block away, and there's a motor standing there waiting for people to come up this one road to make a left to jump on the freeway, which was a carpool. And I was like, what are they doing wrong? He goes, well, there's a right turn only sign and they're all going left. And I'm like, well, can I hang out and watch this? He goes, absolutely. So I just started shooting it. And I wrote a story about it. And I can basically take a few seconds of video and make it into something if it's good enough.
All right, well, Stanley Roberts, People Behaving Badly. You can check him out here on KRON4, also on KRON4 Plus, and let's check out those 2 episodes.
I witnessed a hit and run. I've almost been knocked over a few times for sure. Definitely cut off. But yeah.
So are they behaving badly? Don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, someone better call their mama.
There seems to be an identity crisis in San Francisco, and it has to do with delivery bikes. Or is it delivery motorcycles, or maybe delivery motorcycles posing as two-wheeled pedestrians? Case in point, on the Visadero in San Francisco, there are these no left turn signs between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. pretty much the entire stretch. But watch as this delivery motorcycle changes into a pedestrian by pulling into the crosswalk warning bumps. Well, to be fair, he does have one foot on the ground. That's my feeble attempt at sarcasm.
I feel like this whole delivery bike, it's its own subculture at this point.
What started out as food delivery with 4 wheels has now morphed into food deliveries with attitude. Here's another example. Watch this delivery driver. There is no room to split lanes, so he bobs and weaves through stopped traffic. Then he finally makes it to the front and makes an illegal U-turn across 2 lanes of traffic.
I don't like it. It makes me feel unsafe as a pedestrian.
What have you seen him do?
Just run through stop signs when I'm walking across the street, in the street.
And that's a problem.
That's a big problem. I wish someone would enforce the law.
Now, I'm not against food delivery services, although I personally never use them. I prefer picking up food personally. I guess that's the boomer in me. But I'm all about safety first, and for what I'm seeing as it relates to the motorcycle/motorized bikes, safety appears to be the least of their worries.
Do you think they're behaving badly?
Yes, I think they are behaving badly.
Hey, quick question. Did you not see the no left turn sign?
I think I didn't see it because I think it's too small.
No
People
left turn. Love shortcuts. But what about the illegal one?
You see that big sign said no left turn? Not yet, but you will be.
At Bryant Street, near the on-ramp to the San Francisco Bay Bridge, there's this right turn only sign. Basically, a no left turn where drivers often ignore. Even when there is a San Francisco solo watching. They were called solos because in the early 1900s, they had sidecars. Then they ditched the sidecars and became solos. Yes, this shortcut dumps drivers right into the carpool lane.
Bro, you know you need 3 people to come through here, right?
What do you mean?
It's carpool, 3 people. It's like a $500 fine if you get caught.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't read the signs?
I didn't even notice. I knew there's a carpool sign like down there.
There's one when you first entered down there.
Oh snap! I didn't even know that.
All right, man, be careful, bro.
Yeah.
So, quick question.
Back
how
to
you
the
doing
SUV.
today? Did you see the sign that said no left turn? You didn't see it? So you know this, you have 3 people in the car for a carpool?
We usually are in an EV.
Then there was this Uber who not only ignored the signs, but blocked the lane of traffic while violating the 3-person car rule. You see that no left turn sign back there? You just made the left turn at?
Oh, okay.
That's why he's writing tickets, bro.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Ruh-roh. Oh, too late. I just hope the passenger gets a refund. Remember the first driver who said the signs were too small? Well, let's finish that conversation. The sign's too small?
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that.
So was the sign too small, or you weren't paying attention?
I think I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, fair enough. Basically what I've been saying for years, people don't read signs. In San Francisco, Stanley Roberts, KRON4 News.
Well, there you have it. Stanley is out there catching people not behaving correctly. So you want to learn more about people behaving badly, you can visit KRON4.com. You don't want to end up on one of his videos though, right? And all of Stanley's segments will be easily found on the KRON4 Plus app as well. Coming up here on Live in the Bay, sports meets a little bit of comedy. Two San Francisco radio lifers bring the laughs. Polly Mack and Creative Tony mix sports, pop culture, and comedy on their show that you can catch on KRON4 Plus. We'll have a preview of Polly Mack's Particle. But stay with us, Live in the Bay. We'll be right back. If you're looking for sports talk with a Bay Area twist and a whole lot of laughs, Paul McCaffrey, better known as Polly Mack, and Tony Ryan, aka Creative Tony, are bringing all of that and more on Polly Mack's Particles. They're San Francisco radio lifers mixing sports, pop culture, music, and comedy into one fun, all-exclusive conversation that keeps audiences coming back for more. You can catch their show streaming on KRON4 Plus, of course, and here's a preview of what makes their show so entertaining. Take a look.
Last thing, let's do a quick check on the Warriors. We didn't really get into them yesterday, and then we'll go to Amy Trask. But Warriors at OKC, they're starting a very long road trip. They're not going to be back at Chase for a couple of weeks. I think it's a 6 or 7 game road trip. Where are you with our Dubs? We haven't been talking a lot of Warriors yet this year with football going on, but I keep an eye on the games. I think Steph is finally coming back tonight. He's been really sick. A lot of people have been sick in the Bay. You know, and when we talk to Tom Tolbert, like when he offers like a basketball take, I take it to heart because Tom knows what the hell he's talking about when it comes to NBA basketball. And he looked at us in the backyard a couple of weeks ago and he just said, without any kind of doubt in his voice, he goes, OKC is the best team in the NBA, not just because they're champions, the way they're playing right now. And that's the assignment tonight. I got a weird feeling. I don't know, Tony. Listen, you know what I mean? Everyone's got to lose at some point. I have a sneaky feeling the Warriors might steal one tonight on their own floor because they're due for a big night. They've been kind of scuffling. I know they got a nice win the other night against Indiana, but I actually think there's a chance they can go in there and punch them in the nose tonight. I don't know what's behind it. I just feel that.
Well, first of all, your guy Quentin Post, dude, dropped 14 points and 8 boards on Sunday. Again, you know, the Pacers were resting Siakam and they were depleted, but the Warriors handled their business at Chase Center to go 5-0 at Chase Center, by the way, this year. 114-83. Quentin Post looking good, though, and also Jimmy Butler, dude, just taking over, you know, and looked damn good. And then, but Kuminga had a rough night. He was 1 for 9 from the field. I'm hoping he bounces back. Horford added 12 from the bench, Polly. So, like, these are the guys that are kind of picking up the slack when Curry's gone. And this is going to be part of the season of, like, you know, load management, as they say, the new term for basically not playing. I love that there's a fancy, that's like Larry Bear's dynamic pricing when they launched that for Giants baseball.
I got to ask somebody like Steve Moskowitz, my buddy Steve Moskowitz, like, hey, Steve, can I take a load management year on my taxes this year?
Sure.
Is that cool with you guys? I'm not paying them. I'm just taking load management. I'm taking time off. I mean,
dynamic pricing. What's dynamic about you raising the prices on me when
here's how I'm going to react to your dynamic pricing. I'm going to dynamically stay away from the game. How's that sound? I'm going to dynamically watch it in my own home with a bottle of Pinot and maybe some herbal delish at my side. That's my 100%. Response. Yeah.
100%, dude. So it's just like, but anyways, I'm glad Curry's back. Of course, I'm starting to like, I don't know. I know we have maybe a couple years left in the Curry window.
Yeah.
But you just never know. So I'm just starting to really tune in and hone in and appreciate.
Yeah. Yes.
Because we are so lucky to have
Unbelievably.
experienced the Steph Curry era. And honest to God, he's one of my favorite athletes of all time in
Me too. Me
any
too.
era, any sport,
Me too.
any just hands down. And to have him back is huge. And I love when I watch, like, go back and watch Steve Kerr from last week with Tolbert, and the way he talks about Curry is just it's so funny to see a head coach speak so lovingly and glowingly about a player of his, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so cool. And so, anyways, it's just great to have Curry back. So I'm very excited to have him back. But I'm excited guys like Post and Horford, the Pods, they're and Moody, they're stepping up in his absence. And now this is gonna be quite a test today at OKC. So we'll
I
see.
still got a good vibe about it, man. I don't know. I just got a good vibe about this game. Hopefully the particles are in the air because I'm feeling them right now.
All right, if you want to check out Polymac and Creative Tony's weekly new episodes, make sure you have the KRON4 Plus app downloaded. You can catch all of their new shows there. When we come back here on Live in the Bay, slammed by the week and need a wrestling recap, KRON4 have you covered with all the action and previews ahead. We take a look at the finish with KRON4. And as we head to break, here's a word from our friends over at LA Unscripted.
So we've been nominated as one of the top 10 casinos outside of Las Vegas, partly due to our 4-diamond resort accommodations here.
The Coast to Coast countdown to 2026 gallops in from award-winning Gila River Resorts and Casino.
When people stay here at Wild Horse Pass, what can they expect?
We've got luxury rooms, elevated dining experiences, of course, non-stop casino action, and we've got A-list entertainment. Whatever you need, we got you.
Here at Gila, you do you.
Now, this place has so much to offer, but the icing on the cake, 7 different restaurants so we can eat our hearts out.
Absolutely. We're going to start you off up on our 11th floor steakhouse at Prime. Can't go wrong with the sunset view up there. And then we can come down here to Ling and Louie's if you want a little Asian fusion. We've got some great casual dining options as well.
Give me some of that. 405 rooms, 7 restaurants, 2 pools, a concert theater, shopping, and your favorite, Michael, golf.
Oh, we see ya. Gila.
Give me some of that good stuff. Give me some of that fancy pants. Give me some of that high life. I want something that will make me dance.
Spend New Year's with us.
And check in at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
It's Coast to Coast Countdown.
I want something that will make me dance. Good stuff.
Welcome back into Live in the Bay. I'm Jessica Wills. We have a special show today highlighting the best of our original KRON4 Plus programming, but there is still so much more to come. The local woman's journey to find love that went viral across the world. We catch up with Lisa Catalano to get the update on her personal dating experiment and what's next for her in her search for the one. Plus, we'll take an exclusive look at the original KRON4 Plus docuseries, Marry Lisa, that follows her journey. We're getting a preview of the latest episode, taking us along for the emotional ride. But let's get to our next KRON4 Plus show. It's everything for wrestling fans. The finish with KRON4 brings their decades of wrestling knowledge to recap some of the biggest wrestling events. And I chatted with the hosts Corey Smith and Tor Smith. Plus, we're taking a look at what makes this action-packed show a can't miss for wrestling fans.
Well, the finish is basically every week, Tor and I sit down in the studio and with WWE Raw, SmackDown, NXT on the CW, there's so much going on. So we basically wrap it up in about 15 minutes every, give or take a few minutes. But at the core of it, this is really kind of like our love letter to pro wrestling. And
absolutely.
With something you love, there's frustration, you can be overjoyed, anger, and I think you get all of that with the finish on with KRON4.
And to piggyback off that, Corey,
Yeah.
I think wrestling is there's so much going on. So it's not only in the ring, it's on social media. There's things happening across the board. So us coming in, being kind of like the guide, if you will, to like, hey, here are things to keep an eye on, things to look out for, and we're kind of like that pivot to what's happening.
Yeah, it's a brand new show. It's been going for just a little while. What is maybe something that has surprised you about getting this going?
The amount of people we've been able to talk to within the industry has really been surprising to me because, so far we've done interviews with WWE legend Mick Foley. We talked to DIY, who are former WWE Tag Team Champions.
Alexa Bliss this past
just
week.
Recently, we spoke with the current one half of the women's tag team champions, Alexa Bliss. So being able to talk to them was something that I've never been able to do before. So that's just been the greatest thing.
Yes.
And on that point, I was starstruck meeting Mick Foley. So just interviewing people that you grew up watching, it's just a surreal experience. So that's been like my best part so far.
Chelsea Green, the longest reigning, the current United States Women's Champion, one half of the AAA Mixed Tag Team Champions. Welcome to the show.
Gorgeous introduction. Honestly, nailed it.
Thank you, thank you. So, I was saying earlier, you started your wrestling career about 11 years ago, 2014. Now you are reaching levels of success that, people wish for, they can never see. Did you ever think that you would reach this level of success within both WWE and AAA at the same time?
Delusionally, yes. Yes, I did. One thing my parents instilled in me is confidence. And I'm grateful for that now, now that I'm in show business, baby, because you cannot tell me that I'm not going to do something.
Nice. And what kind of kept you going all those years? I mean, you've had ups and downs. I mean, you were on Tough Enough season 6. You worked for WWE for a short time, were let go. Then you came back with a vengeance, I might add. What kept you going all those years?
I think I just knew that once I got into this was my path. This was my journey. This is ultimately where I was going to end up. It was just a very bumpy road to get here, but my goal never changed the entire time, whether I was in TNA, in Lucha Underground, traveling to Mexico and Japan. The goal was WWE. It was WrestleMania. It was being a champion. It was, working alongside people like Nikki Bella and Natty. And I never, when I set a goal for myself, I don't give up. I just don't.
I love that. And I'll do it one more time. Chelsea Green.
It's so good. It's so good.
Thank you so much. And congratulations for your recent second reign as U.S. champion and also being double the goal, double the grind as a AAA mixed tag team champions. And I love seeing you and Ethan Page on screen. You two are like the same person, it feels like. It's so
I know. Are we twins or what?
You're definitely twinning. So why do you think you guys have such great chemistry?
I don't know. I think about it often. We were just in Mexico together, and there were so many times where we looked at each other like, Jinx, that's weird. That's weird. We definitely have a very similar work ethic, a very similar mentality, a very different journey, and different outlooks on a lot of things, but just like to our core, we're very similar. And so whoever thought to put us together in this tag team, it was a genius, and I owe them a paycheck or two.
I love the passion that KRON4 bring, and to catch more action laps and all the thrills of wrestling, every episode of The Finish with KRON4 is streaming right now for free on KRON4 Plus. When we come back, when dating apps fail, sometimes you have to get creative. Lisa Catalano catches up with us to chat about her website, the billboards, and what's next in her search for love. Live in the Bay, we'll be back in just a bit. Tired of getting nowhere on the usual dating apps, one local woman decided to take matters into her own hands. Lisa Catalano launched a personal dating website and advertised it with billboards across the city and has received over 4,000 applications. I caught up with her to get the update on her journey of Marry Lisa. Take a look. Your story has just fascinated so many people. It made national headlines, and it all started right here with KRON. I'm happy to dive into this a little bit with you and kind of go back a little bit to the beginning. You know, take me through your dating and kind of the final straw that made you say with the apps, you know what, I'm done with this. I need to start my own website, and I'm putting up some billboards.
Yes, I tried for months to get dates on the dating apps, and I was on about 8 or 9 dating apps. They just were not working for me. I was matching with plenty of men, but the connections just weren't happening, and I only had 1 coffee date off of the dating apps, and I still have only had 1 coffee date this entire time off of the dating apps. And I just kind of decided as a joke, you know, I'm gonna make my own personal dating website. And then I had to promote it, and, you know, billboards seemed like an effective form of bold local advertising, and here we are.
That is so cool. And, you know, what did you think the first time you saw your face on the billboard?
It was a little bit strange at first seeing myself up there, and but it, you know, I knew what I was doing. I knew, like, okay, well, I'm going to be on a billboard, so it wasn't entirely all that shocking. But it is still a little bit strange, and I still am running the billboards right now, and it is a little bit odd to see myself larger than life.
Well, you went from, you know, no success on the dating apps to over 4,000 applicants on your website. Did that feel like super validating or a little overwhelming?
It was definitely overwhelming for a time. And, you know, I'd like to stress that I did receive over 4,000 applications, but the majority of those were from men who were not reading what I'm looking for in a partner. And so, you know, the actual pool of valid applicants who would meet my criteria and who I would be compatible with and they would be compatible with me is actually rather small off of all of that.
Okay, so you do have to still sort through all the madness even when it comes to the website. Kind of a little bit like on like real life dating as well, right? We're still sorting through it all.
Oh, absolutely.
Once you were able to garner national headlines with this, you know, what were you thinking during all that time?
Definitely the entire thing is surreal. It just feels very odd. And I can't believe that it actually got as big as it did and did go international and as quickly as it did as well.
Yes, and it was such a big story, in fact, that KRON4, we turned this into a KRON4 Plus documentary series. You know, take me through kind of what you were thinking as all of that was happening and that we were going to be diving deeper into this.
You know, I received a lot of interesting offers when all of this came to be. And, you know, the thought of doing a documentary series instead of kind of a glossy reality show was definitely appealing to me because this is my life at the end of the day, and my life is not a staged show. So this entire docuseries is really, I think, phenomenal because this is it actually shows my real life. It shows what I went through. None of it is scripted. This is real. And that was, I'm just really happy with how it's turning out.
Yeah, we're not going to dive into specifics about some of the dates, but have you had some good ones come out of this as well?
Yes, I've definitely had some great dates. Actually, all of the men who I went out with as a result of the billboards and the website, all of those dates have been great. The men have been fantastic. They haven't all been matches in person. The chemistry hasn't always been there. But yeah, there definitely have been some dates that have gone extremely well.
I love to hear that. That is so great to hear. What is something that you've taken from this whole dating experience and maybe something that you wish you knew a little bit earlier?
Oh gosh. I think the main thing that I've discovered about myself throughout this entire process is how strong I am as a person. And I haven't always had that level of confidence in my strength and perseverance and self-esteem. And so this has just been knowing that I could deal with everything that's come at me in the last several months of my life and handle it to the best of my ability. And it's really been great, and I've learned a lot about myself, mostly that I'm incredibly strong.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. From your first interview that I saw, I just thought you were so courageous, and it really takes somebody that is bold to step out and do this, and really just having some self-assurance, knowing who you are and knowing exactly what you want. This wasn't a game. You were serious about your wants and desires for the rest of your life, and you really put yourself out there. So I think that's why everyone is just so excited to be on this journey with you. I have to ask, is there still time? Can people still go to the website and submit some applications for possible future dates?
Yes. So, I mean, I'm keeping the website applications up and I'm still running the billboards until I am in a committed relationship. And that's going to take some time because I'm definitely trying to be intentional about the dating process. I am not rushing into anything. So the billboards are still running, the website applications and forms are still up. And yeah, if you think you'd be a good fit, or if you'd like to maybe go on a date with me, or if you know somebody who might be interested, please visit my website.
I spent some time with Lisa yesterday, and she is just super genuine. This is all for real. She really is dedicated to finding her lifelong love. So if you want to learn more, head over to her website, marylisa.com. You could submit your information there, and you might just have a date with her soon in your future. We're rooting for you, Lisa, of course. After the break, we're getting a deeper look at her viral Bay Area love story that started on the side of a highway. We're taking a sneak peek at the KRON4 Plus exclusive series, Marry Lisa. You won't want to miss this. Chances are you've seen her face on billboards around the Bay Area, but you've never seen her like this. KRON4 is bringing you a look into the life of the most talked about Bay Area bachelorette, Lisa Catalano. Here's a season trailer and an exclusive look into the latest episode of the KRON4 Plus docuseries, Marry Lisa.
I shouldn't have to change who I am at my core in order to meet somebody. Nice to meet you.
Man Street Market. You can buy a man there.
They don't smell. Why am I smelling these? Hopefully I'll have a boyfriend for the holidays. I really like a nice butt. My parents are gonna be watching this, my God. Come on, Lisa, you can do it. You can put billboards on the side of the highway. You can figure this out. It's a Taylor Swift era. Get with it. I'm being very open about everything. I have to have a few secrets. That's not the full story of things. It's just been so out there in public. You just feel kind of sick and like numb and just trying to get through it. So there's a lot at stake right now. And if we could cut the camera right now. Starting route to Ghost. We're in Redwood City.
Man Street Market. You can buy a man there.
Heading to my second first date. And I'm a little less nervous tonight, so that's good. I don't think he's here yet. I think I'll just wait outside here, maybe. I did say 6:05, 6:10, so I can't tell if that's him or not. I really can't. That's him. Okay. Hi, nice to meet you.
too.
Yeah, thanks for meeting me here. Of
course.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Great. Yeah. I just got back from my date. I had a glass of wine, he had a beer, and we had a really good time. I had a great time. He is a fantastic guy, but I didn't feel any spark. And like that's what dating is about. Like you want to feel the spark there. So he's going to find somebody because he is a catch. I just wasn't feeling it with him. Since I reopened the applications, I haven't really received any good applications. Or I mean, there's been some decent guys in there, but nobody who's exactly what I'm looking for. So I think I kind of tapped out. Boards are still running, and I haven't really seen any difference on the website traffic. I mean, I have 4 live visitors right now.
on the website. So it definitely has dropped off, and I'm fine with that.
Plenty of fish in the sea, plenty of koi in the pond.
Hello.
Hello. Meow meow.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Yay.
Getting ready for your date?
Gonna be getting ready for the date pretty soon. We're meeting in downtown San Mateo for like happy hour wine.
I know that this is gonna work for you.
Aw, thanks, Leah.
You're welcome. Well, good luck tonight.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. This is the third first date. My first date in San Mateo. He doesn't live in San Mateo though. He's just passing through on his commute, so happy hour, wine time. I see him, a man in the distance. I don't know, I think the first of all the dates that I went on, I wasn't really in that dating sort of mindset yet. It was really hard for me to transition from all of the work and the chaos and everything into the actual dates. I'm getting more confident, more comfortable here at the wine bar, and I'm really excited. I got back a little bit ago from my first date with David. Really, really great guy. Super nice, really friendly, good looking. I'm just not entirely sure about things. I wouldn't necessarily be opposed to a second date with him, but for me it was more like a friend vibe than romance. I have 3 dates next week so far. Hopefully nobody backs out. Please. Nobody better back out, because I just want to make sure I have enough first dates on all of this where I'm really sure. Okay, well, my date canceled on me, so what are we gonna do? Go to a backup plan. Originally had a coffee date scheduled for this afternoon, and I sent him a copy of the NDA just to look at ahead of time. He basically just got back to me and said that.
Does she find her love? You're going to have to tune in to find out. To watch all of the episodes of Mary Lisa, you need to make sure that you have downloaded the KRON4 Plus app. All episodes are waiting there and worth the binge, and there's still some new ones to come. So you'll have to stay tuned, follow along with her journey. All right, stay with us, everyone. We'll head to a short break, but then Live in the Bay is coming right back. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We hope you enjoyed this special showcase of our KRON4 Plus original shows. And here's one final reminder, if you haven't already, you can catch all of our exclusive content as well as every interview from Live in the Bay right there on the KRON4 Plus app. And the best part, it is completely free. Just search KRON4 Plus on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire Stick, and select Samsung Smart TVs to start watching today. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.